Cost of living in Denmark in 3 parts. I visit every month like 2 times at least. I was criticizing water quality in Denmark. That on which visa are you there? You have to learn Danish. Only you have a scope. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. और अगर आप मेरे चैनल पर नए हो तो प्लीज सब्सक्राइब टू माई चैनल. इट्स बिन सो लॉन्ग कि हम लोगों ने डेनमार्क के बारे में कोई बात नहीं की है. एंड आप लोगों के बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस मुझे आए एंड आई डिडंट गेट अ टाइम कि मैं उनको रिप्लाई कर पाऊँ. Because I'm a new mom, okay, it's going to be 2 years, but still I'm a mom, I'm still learning day by day. And हर दिन एक जैसा नहीं होता है. कोई भी दिन मेरा एक फिक्स स्केड्यूल की तरह नहीं चलता है. हर दिन कुछ नया होता है, हर दिन मेरे स्केड्यूल चेंज होते हैं, हर दिन कुछ भी होता रहता है. एंड एनीवे सो मैं ऐसे बैठ के और आराम से कोई वीडियो शूट नहीं कर सकती हूँ. और जब बेबी सोती है तो मैं भी थोड़ा सा नैप ले लेती हूँ. एंड उसके होते हुए मैं ऐसे बैठ के आराम से वीडियो तो बिल्कुल भी शूट नहीं कर सकती. एंड अदर XYZ रीजन जिस वजह से मैंने वीडियो नहीं बनाया अबाउट डेनमार्क. आई डिडंट आंसर योर क्वेश्चंस बट हियर आई एम. देर आई हूँ, दुरुस्त आई हूँ. आई होप सो, फिंगर्स क्रॉस्ड. दिन में तो मैं शूट नहीं कर सकती हूँ बिकॉज ऑफ कोर्स यू नो द रीजन. सिया इज ऑलवेज बीइंग अराउंड मी. बट नाउ आई फिगर्ड इट आउट कि मैं रात में ही शूट कर सकती हूँ. एंड यही लाइटिंग होगी, अभी लाइट से काम चलाना है. सो या अभी रात के बज रहे हैं 1, बजने वाला 10 मिनट में. और डिले नहीं करते हैं, स्टार्ट करते हैं आज के क्वेश्चन से. मेरे पास बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस आए एंड आई एम सो सॉरी टू एवरीवन कि मैं टाइम पे किसी के आंसर नहीं कर पाई. आई होप कि आप लोगों को कहीं और से आंसर मिल गए होंगे, और नहीं भी मिले होंगे तो हियर आई एम गोइंग टू आंसर योर क्वेश्चंस. एंड मिल भी गए होंगे सो नया पर्सपेक्टिव मिल जाएगा. आई होप सो. सो या लेट्स स्टार्ट. सो मेरे पास बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस आए हैं अबाउट अ डेनमार्क, लाइक व्हाट इज द लिविंग कॉस्ट इन डेनमार्क. So I did my research about this question. I wanted the realistic answer. Like हम Google पे करेंगे and Google will give you the answer. You will get the answer from the Google if you want an average. But I wanted a real numbers. So I wanted to know कि कितना एक individual professional जो रह रहा है यहाँ पे अकेला, उसका कितना खर्च हो जाता है. As a student कितना खर्च हो जाता है and as a family. I'm going to give you my example. Okay. So I break down this cost of living in Denmark in 3 parts. Oh, I made my notes in this iPad only, so I have to look into this iPad. So the cost of living in a Denmark depends on what is your location, where are you renting, and what is your lifestyle, and what is your household type. Like, are you an individual professional, are you a student, or are you a family person? So I break down this cost of living in 3 parts. So let's start with the student part. So if you are a student, you are coming to Denmark. For a student, it is going to cost 6,000 to 8,000 Danish krona. Again, it depends how you are renting your room. Like you are going to share your room or you are going to live in a single room. So it depends. But as my friend, they live in a shared room or a dorm. So it costs them around 4,500 Danish krona. I'm taking everything in consideration. Even if you are renting a single room or you are going to share your room or your dorm, this amount is going to vary, but not more than 4,500 Danish krona. This is my research. This is what I gather the information from other students and from my friend. So yeah, this is the number what I got. And for the transportation expenses, it is going to cost you around 350 to 450 Danish krona. Then your phone and internet bills, it is going to cost you around 400 Danish krona. Then your other expenses, in which I included the entertainment part, like your Netflix subscription or something, and then your study material, it is all going to cost you around 1,500 Danish krona. And then food and grocery, it is going to be like 2,000 Danish krona per month. I know this is going to vary again according to the location and your lifestyle, but your expenditures are not going to be too far from this number. As I shared these number with my student friends and they agreed on this number, so I'm sharing with you all. So now move on to the working professional who is living alone. For that person, the amount is going to be around 10,000 to 13,000 Danish krona. And in this, the same, your rent is included. So if you're renting 1 bedroom in city, it is going to cost you around 6,000 to 8,000 Danish krona. So your rent is included in it. Your grocery is included in it, which is going to cost you around 2,000 to 3,000 Danish krona. And then your transport is also included, which is going to cost you around 450 to 600 Danish krona. Your phone and internet expenses are also included in it, which is going to cost you around 1,000 Danish krona. I added 1,500 Danish krona as other expenses because maybe you are going to get a gym membership, your entertainment part, your Netflix subscription. So some of the, like, I talked with my friends and they had this. So I added 1500 Danish krona on and around that. So yeah, for a working professional who is living alone and rented a 1 bedroom in a city, so it's going to cost them around 10,000 to 13,000 Danish krona. Now again, these are just on an average numbers. It is going to vary according to your location, your lifestyle. So yeah. Okay, so now move on to the family expenses, like 2 adults, 1 child, like us, like me, my husband and my baby. So I'm going to tell these expenses in 2 parts, like the family who is living near the city center and the family who is living outer side of the city center, like us. We live like 30 to 35 kilometers away from the city center. So our rent varies. More you go in towards the city center, your rent is going to be high, and more you come outside, like more far from the city center, your rent is going to drop. So yeah, so the rent 2 to 3 bedroom apartment in city center, it is going to cost you around 10,000 to 14,000 Danish krona. All utilities excluded. And for the family who is living outer side of the city center, more far from the city center, like we live in 2 bedroom apartment, and it cost us 7,500 Danish krona around. Not exactly 7,500 Danish krona, but is around. All utilities excluded. Then your foods and groceries, it is going to be same. It is going to be cost you around 5,000 Danish krona per month. Then transport. For 2 adults, it is going to cost you around 1,500 Danish krona. And of course, it is going to vary if you live far from the city center. If you live near to the city center, it is going to cost you around 1,000 Danish krona for 2 person. I'm taking the maximum amount here because everything is near to the city center. So if you're living near to the city center, the transport cost is going to be like way less than you are living to the outside of the city center. So of course, it is going to vary, but again, this is my on an average numbers. Then your phone, internet and utilities, other utilities like electricity, your water supply, it is going to cost you 2,000 Danish krona all included. It is same for both the places, in the city center, outside the city center. So you have a child, so of course that child is going to be in a child care or a school. So I included that cost as well, and that is going to cost you around 3,000 Danish krona. Again, it is going to vary, not because of the location and the lifestyle. It is going to vary on the situation, like if both your wife or your husband and your child is dependent to you, then you are going to get a heavy subsidy from the government. So yes, it depends on that as well. If both are working, then you have to pay full. And other expenses, it is going to cost you around 3,000 Danish krona. In other expenses, I included, as per my experience, healthcare. Of course, healthcare is free, but not the medicines. Of course, you have a child, you have to visit a doctor very, very frequently, as per my experience. I visit every month, like 2 times at least. So yeah, as per my experience, I added clothes expenses as well, because my child, she is growing very fast, and every month I have to buy 2 to 3 pairs of clothes for her. So yeah, that expenses is also included in it. Then your diaper, then baby food, then baby milk, everything I included in it. So it's like 3,000 Danish krona. So for the family who is living more near the city center, the monthly expenses is going to be around 20 to 22,000 Danish krona. And for the family who is living more outer side of the city center, is going to cost 15,000 to 18,000 Danish krona. Of course, it is going to vary again on your location, your lifestyle, everything, and your transportation, how frequently you are taking a transport. Do you have a car or not, or you are biking, everything. So yeah, this is just an average number. It's just you have to keep in mind before coming here that okay, this much is going to be our expenses, and you plan accordingly. Of course, the numbers are going to vary once you reach here. Maybe it will go more or less than what I am telling you. So it's good to keep that number in mind, that this much is going to be your expenses. And I am pretty sure and I am confident enough that your numbers are not going so high on the numbers I'm telling you. It is going to be around those numbers only. I hope this helped. I hope I answered your question about the cost of living in Denmark. I hope I cleared your doubt. And even if you have any other question, you have doubt, just let me know in the comment section. I'm going to take few more questions in this video. So the Sohail Masih, he is asking that I'm looking for language classes school. It's not that hard. You just have to Google it, like in which commune you are living. Like I live in Hoitastrup commune. So if I enter Hoitastrup commune, then I will get this post center, like language school contact number and the names. And you just have to Google it with your commune name. You will get this post center contact details. I hope this helped. Another question I have is, another YouTuber was criticizing water quality in Denmark, saying scaling is very common, which has also led to hair fall. Is it true? Unfortunately, it's true. Although Denmark tap water is like drinkable water, but for the scalp, it's very bad. If it suits you, you are blessed, but I'm not. I have a heavy hair fall also because I became a mom, but also because of the water. And the only solution so far I got is that to change the shower. I got it from the Amazon and it has some purifier in it. I don't know the whole description and the name of that shower. I only know it purifies the water. But if you want to know, I will share the link. Let me know in the comment section. Okay, so now move on to the next one. The next question is, I am MBBS doctor. I want to come in Denmark as a doctor. Can you help me? How can I get this? I'm so sorry, Mahmood Tanzim Tariq. I am not aware of that how you can come to the Denmark as an MBBS doctor. But one thing I definitely know, if you want to come to the Denmark as a doctor, first thing you have to do is to learn the language. It is very, very, very important for the healthcare provider that they should know the Danish language, because Danes are also going to be your patient. So you should know Danish. So yeah. Okay, so the next question is from Nagma Khan, and she's asking that, hello sis, please tell me about spouse visa. I want to go there with my husband. What should I do? If your husband is living here in Denmark and you want to come here, so first thing first, your husband have to invite you. It will ease your visa application, and once he will invite you, he will show that he can afford you here, and then you will apply for the dependent visa. From there you will get the visa very easily, because dependents are always welcome in Denmark. Okay, the next question I have is, how is it work as nurse in Denmark? For nurse in Denmark, I would say that it's a very wide scope. If you want to come to Denmark, or if you are in Denmark and you want to be nurse, then you have a very wide scope. But first thing first, you have to learn Danish. Only you have a scope to be a nurse. If you haven't it yet, Danes are also going to be a patient, of course. So it's very important, and it is a part of job that you should know Danish fluently. Oh, and someone asked me that on which visa are you there? I am here on dependent visa. I hope my answer helped you, and even if you have any doubt or any confusion, anything, or you have another question, please let me know in the comment section, and I promise you this time you are going to get your answer right away. So if you have any question, please do let me know in the comment section, and see you all in the next part. And tab tak ke liye, thank you so much for watching, and please do like, share and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much. Good night.